Hi everyone, I'm just taking a little bit of a rest here because you should see the disaster I've created. You know how when you start doing a project and in your head it seems like, oh yeah, that's not going to be a problem at all. And you're trying to reduce and get rid of stuff, and then it's like cleaning out your closet, but then you clean out your closet and you know what I mean. You put it all out and then you're really tired. Well, I'm on day 2 now of cleaning out the closet in my craft room. Okay? One closet. And I'm going to flip the camera around and show you the mess. Now, most people won't do this because they pretend like they did it and voila, waved a magic wand and it was all clean. But I'm being brave today, and I'm just going to show you some of this mess. Most of it has already been packaged up in garbage, taken to the Goodwill, and all of that. But I'm going to show you where we're at the mid. It's like 6:30 p.m. So I'm resting, just had some tea, and I'm going to do a little bit more cleaning. So here we go. Okay, let me just scan at what is left of the debris. And believe you me, this entire room of stuff, all this on that chair, on the floor, over there, down there, this table, and all of this on here is not much, plus all this, was all in one closet, okay? Now, a lot of the stuff I still haven't sorted through, like this stuff down here. A lot of it's going to be recycled or sent to the Goodwill. Not sure yet. I need to keep some of this felted sweater to mend these really cute slippers that I have. This over here is fabric and stuff for sewing. That over there is doula stuff, as is a lot of this. What originally happened, when I used to have my craft room upstairs in a larger bedroom, and I also had down through that door, I had my doula office, but now we have rented, for past maybe 4 or 5 years, we've rented the entire bottom level of our home. So I had to combine all of the stuff in the upstairs bedroom, which is now what we call the grandson's room, and all my doula office stuff into my craft room. So what I had done, look at all the recycling bags, and there's already 2 that have gone out already. And this basket here is full of things that are going to the Goodwill that are pretty good condition, but they're just not being used. So I had to cram it all into my, oh, my room is such a mess. Look at this. Into my craft room. So most of the doula stuff got shoved into one closet, and a lot of my craft things were in here, shoved. So since this big cupboard has been in my room, it takes up too much room. I feel kind of claustrophobic because there's just too much. I mean, even when it's clean, it's okay. It won't close because there's a camera case there. So my goal in my head, when I was lying in my bed, I thought, if I get all this stuff on all these shelves and everything that was in this closet all into one closet, that would be great. That was the plan. So for any of you that are trying to do a major organization, I want to tell you one tool that I've used, and I'm not even sure where I got it from, but it's called S.P.A.C.E. S.P.A.C.E. It works like a charm. This, I'm in the purge part. So S is for sorting. So the plan is, I had emptied everything out of here. So this is already starting to be the closet with both cupboard and closet in one closet. So you take everything out, literally everything out of this closet. And so that's sorting. So that's why it has to go into a room that's relatively empty and preferably clean, which this room was. So you don't get all caught up with the stress of, oh my goodness, I have destroyed the room and it's already messy. Although it looks like a disaster, I promise you, this is not going to look like this by tomorrow afternoon. If I had more energy, I'd be able to do it tonight, but I'm just getting too tired. So S is sort and bring it all out. P is purge, and I'm at the purge stage, meaning you recycle anything you haven't used in a year, get rid of. I had probably 5 years of Oprah Winfrey magazines and 5 years of Martha Stewart magazines all in the top of that closet. It was taking, let me go back in there. It was taking up much too much space, and they were piled from here up. There were no shelves. So when I took them all down, I thought, what a bunch of empty space. You probably can't see up here. You can see this shelf, but there's a shelf here and yet another shelf way, way up there. So all of my scrapbook cases and suitcase and doula cases are all up there. There's stuff on this shelf. So there's one shelf up there, one down here, and this one. My husband made 2 upper shelves, which gives you more space. Most people do not use vertical space. So the top shelf before was only this one. Now I've got 2 more levels, which enabled me to get all of the things, like all of these shoe boxes were in that other closet. So I'm in the purge stage. The purge stage is the most difficult and the most frustrating because it's as you can see, oh my goodness, it's like a disaster. But I know this process works. So what you do is you purge. Once you get to purge, then you assess what you have, what you need, what you want to keep, what you keep getting rid of. So I'm kind of in the purge assess stage. And then you compartmentalize, meaning you put everything in the containers or wherever you want. Don't leave all these loose ends out. You put it all into containers where you want it to be. And so at that point, it should be clean. And then the E is for evaluate, which means you evaluate once a week. If things are out of order, you put them back where they belong. And it'll never get to this stage again. And I know the reason why this got this way in the beginning is because I had to rush and get the room downstairs and in here and cleaning up the basement and rebuilding the suite. I just didn't think to do it. I mean, it all fit in, so I shoved it in and closed the door. I cannot believe that all of this was in one closet. It's horrible. But anyway, I know there are a lot of other people in the same place, same problem as me, and they have no idea how to go about getting out of this cluttery mess. So this doesn't stress me out. What stresses me out is that I'm so tired that I can't finish it today, but I can't, so it is. Just hope nobody comes over to visit me. And, oh, let me show you the magazines. This is horrible. This is what people do, though. They get magazines and they love them and they keep them. I have to turn the light on. Look at them all. Oprah and Martha. Do not need these. What for? They're just taking up space. So, and this was in that other purple cabinet, but it's a whole bunch of really important things that I have to keep. So Richard and I are each allowed one large Rubbermaid thing to keep things in the garage, and that's it. If it doesn't fit in that tub, you can't keep it. So that's going to go in my tub, this one. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I'll be back tomorrow to show you how much I got done. I'm sure I'll be done. Maybe that's doula stuff and that's Deanne, so that doesn't count in the mess. So X that. But this will be gone and everything will be where it's supposed to be. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. All everyone, and welcome back to my family room. It is now, let's see, 5:30, there's the clock right there, 5:30, 25 to 6 p.m. Friday evening. And we're just burning a fire with some leftover cardboard and some firewood. And the firewood now has a new home, this basket, that I'm not sure what was in that basket before, but it was a whole bunch of stuff. That's all been sorted and purged and assessed and compartmentalized, and now we're evaluating. So I'll scan the room. The floor is all clean. The chairs are clean. The sofa is all clean. The table is all clean. And remember the garbage that was sitting in the hallway there? Well, that's all gone. So now, you can see my laundry basket right there because I haven't had a chance to do my laundry. And now we're into my craft room. And remember the big purple shelf? It is no longer just my sewing table. The things right here on the floor are things that, there's parcels that I have to mail. I don't want to scan down because there's addresses there. There's parcels. And my husband has to fix my clock, which is so cute. Let me show you the clock really quick. Oops, get out of my shadow here. This is the clock fixings. Someone's coming to pick up that stuff, but look at that moon clock. So that's going to go on the wall. And then, yeah, my shelf is gone. I love it. So I got a little crazy in here, so I started hanging up some pictures. So that's a Kelly Ray Ross print. And then those are some of my artwork. So we just have to put pegs on that one and that one. So I did that and I cleaned up some of that stuff. But let's go to the closet. So let me move the broom. On the outside of the closet door, as you know, I've always hung things on pegboards. But it was ridiculous. So I weeded through all of this stuff, and I filled up a green basket for my grandsons, some rub-ons and letters and stickers. So that's just under a purple basket. There it is, under the table there. When my pegs, I have, you know, this peg system on my wall, but when the things get kind of full, sometimes if I brush past them, they'll fall off, and especially the slippery sticker packages. So what I did is I found these butterflies, and the purple and green match my room, and I was going to give them away or, you know, give them to the Goodwill. And because I normally just put a regular clothespin on to hold them from sliding off, and now I have replaced them with these pretty butterfly clothespins. They look super cute. Just perched there holding all of my things on my pegs. And now I'll show you the closet. Everything has a home, and I know exactly where everything is. And yes, it's a tight space, but it's organized. There's a lot in here. But what I did is I made sure I put the things that I do not use very often way up high. So at the very, very, very top, I showed you yesterday, see that black and white? Those are all scrapbooks, scrapbook bags. The next one is just mini books that are finished or not done. This is all sewing fabric, which I put in these for a reason. So if I want to sew with cotton blends and things like that, I'll just pull it out. Anything that is not in a plastic, right here, is an unfinished project, like a little quilt. There's a couple of little things, so I'm going to work on those things first. So as I work on these things, this will obviously reduce in quantity. And then I've got all these boxes I showed you yesterday. And they all were labeled before, so I didn't have to do that. So all of these are labeled. And everything that I use, this box here is for, I do those journals. Oh, what are they called? Oh, it'll come to me. I just can't think of the name. And you need all kinds of different really cool scrap papers and ephemera, so that's what's in there. And remains of the day journals. So that's my remains of the day stuff. So if I want to make one, I just take that box out. bling. This is, oh, my shadow's so bad. Unfinished stuff. You know, all your liquids and sprays and stuff. That's my Soothing the Soul box you can't see there. And photos. So this here, majority here, and this here is the stuff that I use on a regular basis. So it's very easy to get to. Down here, this is all doula stuff. And again, this will decrease as it's used. For example, that plastic bag is a belly casting kit. So the next person that calls and asks for one, there's one ready. Those magazines I give out with all my clients as the ones in the back. And the containers in the bottom, that one's for prenatal classes, the big green one, and these two little ones are for mother blessings. So any things on rolls like parchment paper, my craft mats, anything like that are right tucked behind there. So what an amazing task to get all the stuff from that big purple cupboard to in one closet, including all the stuff that was in here. Wowzers. And I've always had this dried wildflower apron peg, so all the little grandsons each have their own apron. My girlfriend from Janet from England had someone in England make them. So there's Nana's and all the boys, so they're all hanging there. So when they come to do crafts, and I can honestly breathe a sigh. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders because it just was so confining with that there. And now if I want to sew and leave my sewing machine open, I can, because that stuff in the corner is going to be gone. So within a matter of days. In my cleaning up, I had this cross stitch. My aunt, she lived to be 101 years old, and she stitched this when she was 18. And so I just had the piece, it was so fragile, waiting for the right frame. And then I finally thought, you know what, I have this empty frame that fits. Don't care, I'm just framing it. So I framed it. I love it. Let nothing disturb you, nothing affright you. All things are passing, God never changes. Isn't it beautiful? And look, natural stains, people. You know how we love all those tea stains and stuff, but this itself is probably close to 100 years old. It's probably 90-something years old. It is so awesome. So yeah, that's one of the benefits of sorting, purging, etc. So I'm going to hang that on the wall, just going down the stairs from the kitchen. I love it. Just to thank you guys for coming along with me, I decided, I'm just going to sit down, I'm going to do a giveaway. So there were some things that I no longer wanted or needed, but they were too good condition just for my grandsons just to, you know, cut up and play and make books and all that kind of stuff. I gave them open things. So this is in no particular order, and it's just random things, but I'm going to do a giveaway. So the first thing, it's eye candy from Pebbles Ink, and it's like you put a little, it's like a locket. So if you're doing a scrapbook page or a card or a little baby thing, you just put it in there. You can put a lock of baby's hair or whatever, and it shows you how to open it up. So I'm just going to drop it in the bag. I have some washers, and they are from, I'm sorry, I can't read. I don't have my glasses on, so they're kind of white, off color, off beige, and a silver one right there. Really cute washers. I have these Making Memory, these frames. Now, if some of you may have the tool that you use to attach these, I have no idea how to attach them. I got them in those clearance packs that Michael sold from Making Memories. So a lot of the stuff I use with these, I have no idea how to use them. This is a paper quilling kit. I thought I would give it a try, but as you can see, never opened it up. And it's got the tool there, the whole kit. Right here we have Martha Stewart foil transfer kit. I may have tried this because I notice it's open, but obviously, if I don't even remember what I did, yeah, it's going in the giveaway. These are those phrase sort of bubbles. You know, they're kind of, you can't see, but there are words on them. You guys know what they are. We have some stickers. Phrase Cafe. The Many Faces of You. I think they're girly ones. These are some bridal wedding bands. Some people like to use these in a wedding card or if they're putting on a shower or something like that. And I've got some really, really pretty flower stickers. They look like some kind of oh, they're daffodils. Pretty yellow daffodils. Orangey yellow. Then I've got some pretty metallic metal butterflies. I think I might have used one of these. There's a few in here. Or maybe not. I think there's 3 in here, 3 or 4. It says 6. And there's 4. So I did use 2. I'm sorry. This is from S.P.A.C.E tags and brads. So there's the brads and the tags, and they're kind of felt. Next we have Design Flair. These are little, I don't even know if it says, I don't know if these are a button or a brad or what, or just sticky on the back. But they look like little badges. And they have kind of a spring fall theme. Then we have a complete mini book kit. So it's a mini scrapbook kit. Excuse me. It's got the book and the ribbons and the clips and the brads and the alphas and everything in this little kit. It's in a black and beige color. It's really quite cute. And you could do a bazillion things with it. Oh, this is part of the scrapbook kit. The papers are even there. I'll fix it up. I think this just fell out of the kit. So, yeah, those papers go inside here so you can see the papers. It's all really in neutral tones. It's really nice, but I'll fix it up before I pack it on. Then I've got some really cute lacy bows with bling inside and pearls. They're stickers, and you can see I used 2 of them. Some more stickers, some butterflies and dragonflies. Really cute. Actually, I think they're all dragonflies. Very cute. Very pretty and spring-like. These are eye candy, and they're basically a sticker, but they look like a brad when you put them on. They're from Pebbles Ink. And I can remember a while back, Pebbles Ink sent me a whole bunch of samples of free stuff, and this was in there. So although they've moved around, I think I might have tried a pair of them, but they're quite cool. They're like a brad, but there's no pokey thing in the end of it. Here we have some really pretty fabric butterflies. I just used 1. Actually, I'm lying. I used 2, but they're really pretty. And if you have a little girl in your family, she'd probably love to play with those. As you know, we do not have girls. Here's some more of those metal tag maker rims. So I'm sorry if some of it's open, but the stuff is in really, really good condition. This is unopened, Recollections Autumn Dimensional Stickers, and they're in a turkey theme, so you could probably use these for Thanksgiving or even Christmas if you're scrapping a page on Thanksgiving or Christmas. I do not scrapbook per se, so I do more art journaling and mini books and cards, so I just don't use this stuff anymore. Here's some really pretty fall leaves. I think I picked those up at the dollar store. This is from a kit, and I cannot remember. I think it was Basic Ray, but it's a Christmas felted ornament, and then there's a whole bunch of wiry twine in there. Some little charms. There's a garden water can, some gloves. It just says, I heart to garden. I love to garden. A little garden shovel. Next, I thought these were rub-ons, but now I'm reading them. It's 80 calligraphy letter stickers. And they're nice because for stickers, they're really quite nice. I kept a package for myself. And then I'll put those in the bag. And these are again some kind of fall cardstock die cuts. They're Daisy D's. And they don't all have to be fall. This one says 2007. But if you're scrapbooking and it's a picture from then, that would be helpful. And then there's some more on the other side. So some of them say autumn traditions, but some of them could be used for whatever. And last but not least, some ribbon trim. So I wanted to share some of my things with you guys, and I gave bags and bags and bags to the Goodwill. So I wanted to also share some of the stuff with you. So if you'd like to win this Mod Podge of scrapbook stuff, if you're a just beginning scrapbooker too, or somebody who, you know, doesn't mind secondhand things, just leave a comment in the down bar, and then I'll just do a random dart org draw, and this is all yours. So thanks a lot for watching and coming along with me on my S.P.A.C.E organizing system. I'm telling you guys, it works. Give it a try. I don't care how messy the mess is. You just do it in the order of those letters, and it works. This was like 24 hours, and I'm telling you, it was a disaster. There's still, the magazines are sitting by the front door because we're debating on just throwing them away. So I'm going to go through them and take out, especially the Martha Stewart vintage ones, and I'll put those in my Rubbermaid that I'm allowed, you know, my stuff to keep in my Rubbermaid container. And then my daughter was suggesting that maybe I wait and sell them at her garage sale in the summer. So they're at the front door, but everything else is gone. And even the shelf is over now. It found a new home, that whole cupboard, at my daughter's house for her kids' arts and crafts things. So everything just worked out perfectly, and I just feel like I can breathe, you know? It's a wonderful feeling. So don't forget to leave your name in the down bar, and good luck to you guys, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye.